All right, everyone, get ready for a deep dive.
Into the world of cryptocurrency.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at exchanges in 2025.
Your portals to buying
Selling.
and hopefully making a lot of money.
We got a ton of articles and research sent in by you guys. Yeah, and we've gone through all of it.
He's sifted through it all.
Just to pull out the most important stuff
to bring you
about which exchanges are going to be the ones to watch.
Yeah, because your sources are predicting some huge growth in the crypto market in 2025.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking life-changing profits.
Wow.
But choosing the right exchange to use is going to be key.
Right. So it's not just about like riding the wave.
Right.
You got to pick the right surfboard.
Exactly.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Before we get into the specifics of it all, though, let's just make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
So we're talking about cryptocurrency exchanges.
These are basically platforms that let you buy and sell cryptocurrencies.
Right. Your gateway.
Your gateway to hopefully making some serious gains.
So there are two main types, right?
That's right. We've got centralized exchanges.
CEX.
Or CEXs, and decentralized exchanges, or DEXs.
Egress.
Centralized exchanges are kind of like your traditional stock exchanges.
Okay.
They're run by companies, and they usually require some form of ID verification.
So like KYC, know your customer.
Exactly.
So it seems like then CEXs would be good for beginners.
Yeah.
Because they offer a more user-friendly experience.
They usually have customer support.
Right, that sense of familiarity.
Familiarity.
But you're sacrificing some privacy, then...
That is the trade-off, yes.
Okay, so that's where the DEXs come in.
That's right. DEXs are built on blockchain technology.
Okay.
And so they cut out the middleman.
Oh, interesting.
And they give you more control and anonymity.
So it's like using a bank versus handling all your finances on your own.
Precisely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's get into some specifics about the exchanges that are expected to be big in 2025.
Okay.
One that caught my eye was Bitunix.
Ah, yes.
They're all about that no KYC policy.
So you can trade anonymously.
I mean, that's pretty appealing in this day and age.
Absolutely.
You know, where privacy is kind of shrinking everywhere else.
I think what's even more important than the no KYC policy is their emphasis on transparency.
Okay.
They publish proof of reserves, which essentially means they're showing you that they have the funds to back up your deposits.
Oh, wow.
Which is a huge deal in the crypto world where, trust can be a major issue.
Yeah, you got to know that your funds are safe.
Exactly.
It's not just about anonymity, but it's also about security.
Right.
What else makes them stand out?
They consistently have some of the lowest fees in the industry.
Okay.
Which is great if you're actively trading.
And I did read, though, that while they do allow for that initial anonymity,
right,
they do require KYC if you're doing larger transactions.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Anything over $500,000 a day.
Okay.
Or any fiat purchases will require you to go through KYC.
So complete anonymity has its limits.
Yeah.
Especially if you're moving big money around.
Especially if you're a whale.
Right. But I guess it's about striking that balance between privacy and, following regulations.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about crypto.com before.
Yes.
What's the story with them?
Crypto.com is trying to bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto. Okay. They've got a really sleek, user-friendly platform that's perfect for beginners.
Right.
And they even offer their own Visa debit card that lets you spend your crypto and earn cashback rewards.
Wait, so you're telling me you can get crypto cashback just for using your card?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But doesn't that kind of encourage people to spend their crypto rather than hold it long term?
It's an interesting debate.
Yeah.
I mean, some argue that it promotes adoption and makes crypto more usable in everyday life. Others worry that it could lead to more short-term thinking.
Right.
So ultimately, I think it comes down to individual investment strategies.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So crypto.com is all about convenience and accessibility.
Yeah.
But for the people who are a little bit more seasoned in the crypto world, what exchange would cater more to them?
Bybit is definitely one that's geared towards more experienced traders.
Okay.
They offer a massive selection of cryptocurrencies.
Oh, really? How many are we talking?
Over 600.
Wow.
And a whole suite of sophisticated tools.
Oh, wow.
Like their AI-powered Trade GPT tool.
Trade GPT, okay.
That can help with market analysis and trade execution.
That sounds pretty advanced.
It is.
For someone who is new, though, is it kind of intimidating?
Well, they do offer copy trading for those who are still learning.
Oh, okay.
So you can basically follow the trades of experienced professionals.
So you can kind of learn by watching the pros, basically. It's a really cool feature. But we do have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Right. So Bybit does have some geo-restrictions. It's not available in the U.S. or the U.K. So before you get too excited, make sure it's available in your region.
Do your research.
Definitely.
All right, so we've talked about some centralized exchanges. Now let's get into the decentralized exchanges, the DEXs.
All right.
These are interesting.
They offer a different level of control and anonymity.
Yeah.
One that's particularly noteworthy is Jupiter, especially if you're invested in the Solana blockchain.
Jupiter, okay, interesting name.
Yeah.
How does Jupiter work then? And why would someone choose a DX over a CEX? So we've established that DXs offer a different kind of freedom in the crypto world.
Right, more control, more anonymity.
But what makes Jupiter stand out in that space?
Well, Jupiter acts as a DX aggregator.
A DX aggregator?
Yeah, so imagine having access to the best prices from various decentralized exchanges.
Okay.
All in one place.
Oh, wow.
That's essentially what Jupiter does.
Yeah.
It scans across different DXs on the Solana blockchain,
right,
finding you the most favorable deals.
So it's like a one-stop shop for the best DX prices.
Exactly.
That's pretty convenient.
It is.
And Solana is known for its speed, right?
Yes, very fast transactions.
So we're talking lightning fast transactions here.
And because of Solana's efficiency,
yeah,
the transaction fees are incredibly low.
Wow. So you get
the control and security of a DX,
yeah,
but with the speed and cost effectiveness of the Solana blockchain.
That's a pretty powerful combination.
It is.
And we talked about control with DX.
Right.
So how does Jupiter specifically give users more control over their assets and trades?
Well, with Jupiter, you connect your wallet directly.
Okay.
So there's no need to trust a third party with your funds.
Oh, okay.
It's all about peer-to-peer transactions.
So you're really in the driver's seat.
You are.
That's great for peace of mind and security.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned earlier something about automated trading. How does that work on Jupiter?
They have some really interesting features for automated trading, like dollar cost averaging.
Okay.
Which, as you know, allows you to spread out your investments over time.
Right. So you're not just putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Helps to minimize risk.
Right. Especially in a volatile market like crypto.
Precisely.
Now, we've been talking about the Solana blockchain.
Right.
But what if someone has assets on a different blockchain?
Yeah.
Can they still use Jupiter?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it leads into a really important development in the crypto world, which is cross-chain capabilities.
Okay.
Jupiter has been expanding its cross-chain capabilities,
Interesting.
allowing users to move assets between Solana and other blockchains.
So it's like building bridges between different crypto ecosystems.
Exactly. This interoperability is going to be crucial for the future of DeFi.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
So before we move on, I do want to touch on that other DX you mentioned, Aerodrome Finance.
Yes.
You called it the king of Coinbase's base network. I did.
Why is that so significant?
Well, Aerodrome is really interesting because it combines the benefits of a decentralized exchange with the credibility and security of Coinbase's infrastructure.
So it's like having the best of both worlds.
You could say that.
So for someone who's a little bit hesitant to dive into DeFi, Aerodrome could be a good starting point.
It could be, yeah. They've done a great job of creating a user-friendly interface.
Okay, so ease of use is a big plus.
Definitely.
What about the functionality?
Sure.
Like, what can you actually do on Aerodrome?
It's primarily a platform for token swapping, liquidity provision, and yield farming.
Okay.
Users can earn rewards by providing liquidity to trading pairs.
Okay.
Or by staking their native ARO token.
So it's not just about trading.
No.
It's about participating in the network.
Exactly. Incentivizing participation in the ecosystem.
Now, we've gone over a lot of ground here.
We have.
Talking about all these exchanges.
A lot of information. What are some of the key takeaways for our listeners?
Well, I think the main takeaway is that there's a wealth of options out there. Yeah. And each one caters to different needs and levels of experience.
Right.
It's crucial to do your research.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Exactly.
And of course, we can't forget about those crucial considerations we mentioned before, KYC and geo-restriction.
Absolutely. Every exchange has its own policies.
Right.
Some require full identity verification.
Right.
While others offer more anonymity.
And don't forget about those geo-restrictions.
Yes, definitely.
Some platforms are unavailable in certain countries.
It's vital to understand these requirements before you sign up.
Do your research, double-check everything to avoid any frustration.
Exactly.
Now that we've really explored the specifics of these exchanges, let's step back for a second.
Okay.
Look at the bigger picture.
The big picture.
Why should our listener care about all of this?
Well, it goes back to what we discussed at the beginning. Your sources are predicting a significant boom in the crypto market in 2025.
Right.
That means there's a huge opportunity for growth.
Right.
But it requires preparation and knowledge.
So this isn't just about, abstract concepts or technical jargon.
Not at all.
This is about empowering our listeners to take control of their financial future.
Absolutely.
By understanding these different exchanges and their nuances, listeners can make informed decisions.
Right.
And potentially capitalize on this predicted growth.
Hopefully.
So as we head into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to think about this.
Right.
What are your personal goals for the future?
Yeah.
What level of risk are you comfortable with?
Good question.
And which exchange aligns with those aspirations?
We'll be back shortly to wrap things up.
Yeah.
And leave you with some final thoughts to guide you on your crypto journey.
Welcome back, everyone, to our deep dive into the world of cryptocurrency exchanges in 2025.
We've really explored a lot, from the anticipated boom in the crypto market to the nuances of CEXs and DXs.
Right, and we've highlighted some of the top contenders out there.
Like Bitunix,
Crypto.com,
BaitBit, and Airdrome Finance.
We've unpacked their features, their pros, their cons.
Hopefully given you a good understanding of what each one brings to the table.
But now it's time for the grand finale.
What does all this mean for you?
Because ultimately, all this information is only useful if you can actually apply it to your own life.
Exactly. It's like having a toolbox full of amazing gadgets, but not knowing which one to use for the job.
Right, exactly. So as you're thinking about all these different exchanges we've talked about, I want you to consider what really speaks to you, what aligns with your goals and your values as an investor.
Do you prioritize privacy and anonymity?
Like Bitunix offers?
Or is it the user-friendliness and convenience of Crypto.com that appeals to you more?
Right, or maybe you're a more seasoned trader.
And the advanced features of Bybit are calling your name.
Or maybe you're really intrigued by decentralized finance.
And platforms like Jupiter and Airdrome feel like the future.
There's no right or wrong answer here.
It's all about finding the exchange that best matches your individual needs.
And your preferences.
And honestly, even just testing out different platforms can be a really valuable learning experience.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can get in there, play around with it.
See what feels right.
Yeah, exactly. And it's important to remember, too, that this landscape is always changing.
It is constantly evolving.
New innovations are popping up all the time.
So be prepared to adapt and explore new options as they emerge.
So it's not about just setting it and forgetting it.
No, it's about staying curious,
staying informed,
and being open to new possibilities.
The crypto world is all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, right?
It's about challenging the status quo.
So I really encourage everyone listening, rather than just passively absorbing this information, take action, go out there, explore these platforms for yourself.
Create accounts, experiment with the different features, see what clicks.
It's the best way to really learn and become an active participant in this space.
Don't just witness the future of finance, help shape it.
Right. So as we wrap up this deep dive,
I
want to leave you with this final thought.
Okay.
In this world where technology and finance are becoming increasingly intertwined, what role do you envision for yourself?
Do you see yourself as a passive observer, just watching from the sidelines?
Or do you want to be an active player, shaping your own financial destiny?
The choice is ultimately yours.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive
into cryptocurrency exchanges in 2025.
We hope you found this exploration informative
and empowering.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries
of what's possible.